Hey everyone, I'm the Canadian Lad, and today we got the first ever Spider-Man No Way Home official teaser poster. Now even though this poster is very similar to the one we've been seeing on the buses around the UK and Australia, but this one has some crucial hidden details that might just tell us the plot of the film. But before I dissect the whole poster, let me thank today's sponsor, Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service with the flexibility of skipping any month without penalties. The holidays are right around the corner, and there's no gift quite like smelling good. And Scentbird makes a perfect gift. You can give someone a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription, where they select which scents they want through email. And there are over 600 brands including designer fragrances. And every month is a 30-day supply of perfume or cologne. Why buy them a full-priced bottle of something they might not like? Instead, give them the gift of choice, and for a fraction of the price of a full bottle. Or, if you do know what scents they like, Scentbird also offers gift sets, which includes favorites from Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana. Now this month I received Gendarme, English Laundry, and Ducati Sport, which is my favorite of the three. It's now my go-to scent for an evening out. I love that it's a little bit musky but not overpowering. Now you can get a generous amount of fragrance for just $16 and decide later if you want to upgrade to a full-sized bottle. Use my code TCL for 30% off your first month. That's just $11 for your first month. And Scentbird now ships to Canada, so go sign up now. Alright, so right off the bat we can clearly see the 4 villains in the poster: Dr. Octopus, Sandman, Electro, and Green Goblin. Now Sony has definitely changed the background for the official poster, because the leaked poster that we've seen before, it had the mirror dimension as the background, which we've seen in the trailer as well, where Doctor Strange is essentially chasing Peter Parker. But in the official one, it's just the open sky. So the question is, why did Sony change it just before release? Well, there could be 2 reasons. One is that Sony realized that this simple poster of Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus wouldn't do justice to all the hype around the film. They had to give us something more. And in order to give us something more, they decided to add Sandman, Electro, and Green Goblin at the last second, which is why they got rid of the mirror dimension from the background. Because had they kept the same background and just add the new villains, people would be coming with all sorts of theories and just get disappointed at the end. Now the second reason why Sony may have changed it is because what's the point of so much secrecy when you know that the cast of the film will get leaked once the movie premieres before the audience sees it? I mean, well-known journalists pretty much spoiled Eternals, an MCU movie that has the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes and had nowhere near the hype like Spider-Man. So if Eternals can get spoiled, don't you think people are just gonna spoil No Way Home when they get an early pass to see it? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Sony should show us everything in the poster or the trailer itself, but what they have been doing will force people to spoil the film quicker. Now having that out of the way, let's focus on the poster now. Notice there were 3 tentacles of Dr. Octopus, out of which they could have easily removed this one. A lightning bolt of Electro that splits into 3. And lastly, 3 streaks of debris behind Spider-Man, alluding to Sandman. So they're really emphasizing on the number 3, and I wonder why. I'd like to know what you lads think about this. Now a better look at Green Goblin shows us that he's donning his helmet from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1, which is the best news so far. Although there were concept arts that say Defoe's Green Goblin will borrow the black goggles from Dr. Octopus after he loses his helmet in the movie. Now Goblin still has his purple and green glider, and notice he's even carrying a pumpkin bomb on his right hand. Now one thing Sony did different this time, which remained consistent throughout all the pictures and posters, is their use of a certain effect called motion blur. Almost all the pictures officially released by Sony looks as if they're just screenshots taken off of a video. But I don't think that's the case here. I think Sony is deliberately doing this to convince us that whatever we are seeing in these pictures is gonna be in the movie. So it could be their way to deceive the audience and protect the plot of the film. Now one obvious question that arises after seeing this poster is, where are the rest of the villains? I mean, you'd only think like this for Spider-Man. He's such a significant character with such rich villains behind him. We're not even happy with 4 villains, we need all 6. Now one of the main reasons we haven't seen Mysterio aka Quentin Beck in any of the teaser trailer or poster is because even if Sony gives us a slight hint of him coming back, that will imply that he didn't die at the end of Far From Home. So I totally understand his absence from all these promotional pictures. Although it's possible that he's not in it at all, and the 6th villain is Rhino. Now as far as Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man is concerned, well, we did get to see him in a very dark scene in the first trailer, and Empire Magazine has already confirmed Rhys Evans will reprise his role in No Way Home. So why he's not there in the official poster? I mean, he's the only person alive from Andrew Garfield's universe who knows Spider-Man's real identity. Now he was sent to prison at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 1, and there's a theory speculating that the physical location of the Sanctum Sanctorum in the MCU is the same geographical location of Lizard's prison cell in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. So when Strange's spell goes wrong, the multiverse blends together and Lizard ends up in the Sanctum Sanctorum Sanctorum. And another plot leak talks about how Norman Osborn, aka Green Goblin, will manipulate Tom Holland's Peter Parker into releasing the rest of the Sinister Six from Doctor Strange's prison. Basically, what Norman will do is disguise himself as a helpless victim and appear before Peter in the Feast facility. Norman will make all sorts of lies and convince Tom's Peter that Spider-Man from other universes are evil, and if Norman and his friends are not freed, they will be killed. Tom's Peter will buy this story and set free all the prisoners from the Sanctum using this box. That's when Doctor Strange is gonna get angry at Tom's Peter and will end up chasing him. Now, of course, take all of this with a grain of salt, as none of this can be verified unless and until the movie releases. And that's it. This would be my breakdown of the first official poster of Spider-Man No Way Home. Lads, I have a schedule for this month already. I'll be watching Venom 2, Black Widow, Matrix, and Shang-Chi all at 0.2 Febic speed, and bring you the best hidden details I can. But along the way, if Sony decides to release the second trailer of No Way Home, then of course I will shift all my focus to that. Now if you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up, grab the subscribe button, and turn notifications on. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter where you can talk to me personally. Till then, I'll see you lads in the next one.
I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these cranberries.